Hi guys, welcome back to the weird side of YouTube. This is the Storyteller, the show in which I tell you personal stories from my life, sometimes spooky, and this one is spooky. Literally everyone I know has a sleep paralysis story. I've looked them up on YouTube. I like to listen to people's sleep paralysis stories. Luckily I only have one. It's only ever happened to me once or twice. Let's get started and I'll tell you about my sleep paralysis story. I was with my ex at this time. He and I were not getting along. I was having to force him not to cheat on me, basically. As in, like, I was having to be his mother and babysit him and basically control him because that's what he asked me to do. He asked me to go in behind him and check his text messages because he thought that he was addicted to sex and all this other really dumb shit. But anyway, I was not happy. I was a big ball of anxiety and I was scared to do any of the things that he was asking me to do because I didn't want to know. I didn't want to see the text messages where he told these boys that I can't satisfy him. I didn't want to see these text messages where he's saying, I wish my boyfriend looked like you. I didn't want to see any of that. I just wanted to pretend that none of it was happening. But he wouldn't let me. He was making himself out to be a victim and making me learn about it because he wanted me to control him like a mother or a babysitter or something. So, I was visiting my mom and my sister at my childhood home. I'm just a big ball of anxiety. So, I couldn't really do anything. We had just hung out and talked for a little bit. I didn't feel like doing anything. All I was a bundle of nerves. I didn't want to stress myself out even more. So literally all we did was like watch TV for all day. So by the time I went to sleep in my childhood bedroom, mind you, I've always hated my childhood bedroom. There's something wrong with it. I don't know what is wrong with it. But this is where the devil dreams happened. I used to hear kids laughing in the dark when I was little, like angrily laughing. It's just something wrong with that bedroom. I don't know what it is. It's always been wrong. To the point where sometimes I would force myself to sleep in the hall with the hall light on with all the doors closed. Especially my bedroom door because I hate that bedroom. I have always hated that bedroom ever since I was like 2 years old. I've never wanted to sleep in that bedroom. But my mom had turned it into a guest bedroom, so it really didn't look like my bedroom anymore. So I was telling myself, this isn't your bedroom. Your mom's remodeled it. It's a whole new color. There's new paintings on the walls. It's a whole new bed. Everything's switched around. It's completely different. It's not your bedroom anymore. But a fresh job of paint does not change energy. A fresh job of paint does not change whatever dark energy is in that room. So, I'm trying to go to sleep, blah, 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 blah. I wake up at like 3 in the morning, I can't move. I see my ex, the one I'm trying to babysit, above me on the ceiling, and I'm looking at the ceiling right now above my bed because I'm trying to remember what it looked like. Oh god. He's pale. He's like covered in blood and naked and just like laughing at me. His eyes are black, completely black. No whites, no pupils, no nothing, just black. And he's just laughing at me and I can hear his voice in my head just laughing at me like I'm a joke. His blood, I don't know if it's his blood or not, but it's dripping on me. I hate this, I'm getting chills. So I'm stuck, but I'm literally like trembling. I can feel myself trembling. I can feel me shaking the bed. I am trembling so hard. And after a little while of him just laughing at me, he finally just fades away. And I can move again. So I'm terrified, but I still love my ex, so the first thing I do is call him because he's the closest thing I have to a partner, even though our relationship is garbage. And I tell him what happened. I'm in a panic. I'm telling him, I think I just had an experience with sleep paralysis. I think I just saw a sleep paralysis demon. All this stuff is going through my head, and I'm telling him it's going out of my mouth as quickly as it's going in my head. So he's like, well, tell me about it, you're okay, you're fine, tell me about it. And I tell him about it, and I tell him that it was him, and he gets pissed, and tells me that I'm making this up just to hurt him, and that I'm always making myself out to be the victim when he's the one that's suffering, and blah, 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 blah. And I need to be more supportive, and open up the relationship, and just let him be who God made him to be, which is someone that's very sexually active and doesn't know how to be loyal to someone, apparently. But he literally made it out like I was hurting him because I had this experience. He told me that I was making it up. He told me that I was using this as an excuse to try and get him to stop, try and convince him to stop letting me help him, as he chose it, which is controlling him, basically going back on all his text messages and stuff. And he's basically like, have you checked my Facebook? How do you know I'm not fucking someone right now? Blah, 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 blah. And he did this thing where he would, when he got mad, he would become a completely different person. And he would just start throwing things at me emotionally and like pile every mistake he's ever done onto me like it's my fault. He would switch the blame to me. And that is exactly what he was doing. So, after that was when we found out about polyamory, and that is one of the reasons why I was so eager to try it, because I didn't want to be stressed out anymore. Or at least I wanted someone there with me while he was out fucking around. I didn't want to be lonely anymore. I didn't want to feel like I wasn't good enough, so this was one of the biggest reasons why I decided to try polyamory. But that is it for my sleep paralysis story and my sleep paralysis demon. It sounds like a joke that my ex was my sleep paralysis demon, but it's not a joke. It literally was him. So, I hope you guys liked this. Hopefully it spooked you out a little bit. If you've ever had experiences with sleep paralysis, tell me about them. I want to hear them. Leave them in comments down below. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe. But honestly, I appreciate just you watching and listening to me, as I haven't had much of that in my life, as you can tell. But I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.